What is up, you beautiful people? Stone here, and today we're back in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I am in Athelney. In betwixt parts, I did do every single raid. I upgraded all of the things I could at my base to see if anything would happen, and it was just like, you did it. You, upgraded the town, or the new home quest, and now it's done. But, what? Things look better, and it's nice. And I almost got stuck because I never thought I'd run out of supplies, because supplies you could basically get anywhere, but you can only get raw materials from doing raids. But then I got to a point where I didn't have any more supplies, and apparently you can buy supplies, like 10,000 supplies from your trade person in your town if you want. So it actually made it really easy. I thought I was going to have to go do more stuff, and didn't really have to. But now we're here. Enough of all that. We're here because we've got a letter from somebody who's going to talk to us about the order. Hopefully it points us in the direction of the father, or it is the father himself. But why are we here? This seems like this is a really small, weird town. It reminds me of the places, like in Stronghold, where you would go to get pitch for warfare.
Yes, hello. I do not mean to intrude, but I am looking for someone.
And who would that be then?
I do not know exactly.
Well, that'd be why you ain't found him. But you're free to pass the time just here if you like.
Thanks.
Thank you.
At first I thought this guy would be abrasive, but he's been nice. Just making bread. Huh. Can't let my guard down, though. Somebody called me here. We're just gonna take a rest by this tree. I wonder why they decided for this to be, like, the cutscene in the way that it all happens.
These are soul cakes, love. Do you know soul cakes?
Did I just sleep here the night?
They're
Sitting up?
small things, size of a lumpy fist, so they'll bake fast. Keep your eyes sharp.
People do their own baking
Do
here?
I baste them?
No need, love. We'll leave the butter for
Wait.
meal time.
I look forward to it.
Right then.
It's
I'll leave you
Alfred?
to this. If you need me, I'll
Is
be
he
doing the
purposely
washing
dressed up
next
in-
door.
What the frick?
Quite a step down from your former work, Lord.
As their guest, I volunteer to help with the daily chores. They offer me a bed. I tend the cakes.
Do they not feel
Okay.
strange giving orders to their king?
Maybe they do not know.
What do they know?
That knowledge would benefit no one.
I read your message.
Huh.
You went through a great deal of trouble to obscure yourself as this poor soldier of Christ. As I remember, you even
surprised
sent
Eivor is
yourself
not
one of
just
these letters in Winchester.
Going nuts on him.
A clever touch.
The Order wanted me dead. I had to be careful.
You said you knew nothing about the Order then. Pled ignorance. But you knew everything. Their names. Their schemes.
How did you know so much? And
Would you
why?
join me
I mean,
for a
you
walk?
are a smart individual.
You look well, Eivor.
I am. Wars have ended, and my settlement thrives.
What about the cakes?
The wars have not
Are
ended.
they gonna burn?
You have simply stopped fighting.
Oh, maybe you're still
But
working
men
on
are
that?
brewing
Oh,
plots
yeah, okay.
in mead halls and bedrooms. You will see.
And how are you, Alfred? Getting used to the idea of being unremarkable?
I am well. Better than I expected. In this exile, I have found a somewhat nourishing peace. Each morning, I am awakened by the sun and growling cormorants. I bathe in the chilly water of the marsh. I eat from shrubs and drink from buckets. It is a good life. Simple. Blessed.
Huh.
I've never been so far west. I find it quite peaceful here. Calming.
I have traveled a long way to hear one name, Alfred. Who is the Order's Grand Magister?
Tell your shadowy friends that England is swept clean. Your work is done.
Wait,
You?
it was him!
Grand Magister was not a title I desired. It passed to me on the death of my brother. From my father before him. Defilers of God's majesty and grandeur. I was their master, and I loathed them. With Goodwin, I set a plan in motion to destroy the Order from within. But my troubles with the Danes delayed that plan.
But your trouble with this name is what led to their demise.
You are Norse, are you not?
You have a good ear.
I owe you my thanks, Abel. For that,
I thought it was him, but then because of the things he was doing, I was like, maybe it's not. But then I also thought it still might be. But now this is weird. I was hoping to kill the father.
Made room for a greater idea, one to take its place. A universal,
because this is cool and all, but
inspired by God,
it's a little anticlimactic.
With a poor fellow soldier at his head.
You have saved England, whether or not that was your intent. Now let England save you.
England is no more, Lord. You are the last of her kings, and yet you have no kingdom.
Look around you. God's works are wondrous. They cannot be ignored, nor resisted. In time, all those who accept God will flourish, and all those who defy him will fall away. Should you remain in England, you too will one day be her subject.
Oh, bloody crumbs! The cakes are burnt. Where is that man? Young man, where have you gone?
I knew it.
That
I called
may
it.
have earned me a night of washing linens. I do not know if we shall meet again, Eivor. God willing, we will. As one lord to another, perhaps.
What, you think you're gonna become a lord again?
I'm here.
What do you mean, where is he? You could have seen him right over here. Where the frick does his key go? Did he tell us and I just wasn't paying attention to that? I feel like he just very nonchalantly handed us some stuff. It is a very nice scene, though, now that we look at it in this kind of a light. Huh.
Alfred gave me a key to unlock his study. Somewhere in Winchester.
Okay, Winchester it is.
Them little balls of soot.
So I went to Winchester. I couldn't really find where his house could be, but then I noticed that there's a quest to go turn in the medallions to Hytham. So maybe if I talk to him, we'll talk about the key, or then the key will be its own thing. I also tried to find in my inventory, and out of all my keys, I couldn't find one that said, like, this one was given to you by Alfred, or whatever. So, yeah, there you
You
go.
are Hytham, the last of the Order's sigils. You will find King Alfred's among them.
King Alfred? Did our poor fellow
Where's
soldier lead
Cape?
you to his hiding place?
He did, for they were one and the same. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ was the Grand Magister of the Order of the Ancients.
He turned on his own order.
Yeah, he never
Fascinating.
believed
Not
it
turned
to
so
begin
much as
with.
trampled. His devotion to Christ and what he calls a universal order set him against them from the start. With all
Yeah.
sincerity, he loathed the title and the duty he had inherited and wished them destroyed.
Wonderful. With his abdication,
So they were gonna
the
fall
last
whether they
stronghold
liked
of
it or
the
not.
order has been dismantled. All that remain are scraps here and there. And you, Eivor. Now that you have seen our enemy and you understand our cause, I wonder if you would join us. Become a hidden one.
Was this your ultimate goal, Hytham? A trial by fire? It is a kind offer, but I do not believe we fight for quite the same cause. Your creed demands that you keep your triumphs hidden. I prefer my glory to be in plain view for all to see.
If I taught you our creed, if you spent time with it, it could open your mind to another view.
Another view is always welcome.
Yeah, but
But to live
does
without
Eivor...
celebrating one's glory and honor and achievements is not a life for me. But know this, I would give my life in a moment for those I love and who love me in return. All here, including you, my friend.
I understand you well, Eivor. Very well indeed.
Dang. So yeah, like, I don't think Eivor could do it anyway, because now that he's Jarl, he has so many people that depend on him to go out and work for the Creed. I don't know, they might think it's worth it to have me go and help them, but I can't do that now. My people need me more than ever because of the whole me being Jarl not that long. What else do you have to speak about? Nothing? Wait, give 6 codex pages. It says that's a quest, but I can't do it.
Then go
What
in
the
peace.
frick are codex pages? Also, do I have... What is did a quest update? Last goodbyes. Reflect on Raventhorpe. Uh-oh. But that's kind of cool because I wonder if we will go into Basim's body again. Or get, like, get away from this reality. Not that I want to get away from it, but I want to see what the frick Bassam's up to, if there's anything to do outside of the Animus, or if this story continues in Mirage. To reflect on Raventhorpe, I thought we were going up on the top of the hill, but we're just sitting on the other side of the river on a log. This is where Bassam, or around where Bassam taught me how to do my first leaps.
Eivor, I am still with you, drifting at the edge of your memory.
What?
You have tamed the Odin within you, but I have not disappeared. I am with you always, embedded within your hugger. Will you keep me in the dark until your end, resisting forever this side of yourself? Or could you learn from me to better understand the world that was? The world I left behind, but not here. Not inside of those who would not understand what you are, who we are. Have you not done all you can for your people?
You can always do
Say
more.
your goodbyes and set forth for distant shores and new adventures.
So we are leaving? So is that the true Eivor that the story wanted? Because from all the media I see, especially when looking for thumbnails and stuff, it seems like the real Eivor was a lady?
Fascinating. Eivor grapples with Odin's memories in a way unfamiliar to me. My own struggle with Loki was intense but brief, ending with a mutual understanding of who we were. Where will this new conflict take you, I wonder?
Yeah, what the hell does this even
This
mean? All of a sudden
calls for
Eivor
little
just starts
animus
talking like
magic,
Odin?
I think. Searching for
Animus
future memories
magic?
filtered by emotional intensity.
Oh?
Grief, longing, sadness.
Why not
Here we
joy?
are, a few images from the future. Let's see where Eivor leads us.
We're just gonna time skip? Or not? What? Farewell King... What? Multiple quests accepted. Farewell your eagle, data corrupted. What? Find and sink the memory fragment in Raventhorpe, Wessex, East Anglia, and Norway? And those are just river raids that are a bunch of boo-hawk. The cryptic tutelage of Hilduran? Eivor continues training in Hugerheim. Oh, this is the magic Valkyrie lady. Okay, yes. Codexes, that crap. No, I want to figure out what the frick these are. Things are getting real weird. Oh yeah? But where is it? It said I had to activate it in my inventory. Do I just have to activate it inside? Whoa. Animus store. I don't want to go into the Animus store unless that's like an in-game store thing. Fast travel, inventory. It said I maybe had it in my bag? Well, it said I had to interact with something that I had, so I'm guessing it's on my person. Oh, here it is. Data corrupted. Alfred. Farewell, young eagle. Which one of these is it? Oh, and here's Alfred's key. This key opens a door in the Old Minster, Winchester. I really want to go do that, but we're here right now. Farewell, young eagle? What? Do I have to look at it from that angle? And does that mean something's gonna happen to Hytham? The memory. Do I have to stand someplace? Or do I just stand here? That's why the rock is here, maybe? Or up on this? Oh, it's right here. Hello. Sink. This is so different, unlike any other Assassin's Creed I've played. Like these instances.
Eivor, have you given my offer some greater thought?
No,
What the hell am I wearing?
I have not.
Then I will ask again tomorrow.
How does a heart so large hide in such a modest man?
I don't follow.
To work so tirelessly for strangers, fighting not for yourself, not for your people, but for all the world. That takes compassion of a size I have never known or seen in others.
Ah, I thank you.
Do you not worry about your own family or your clan back home? How did you come to be so rootless?
I do have a clan, as you call it, but no family. I was orphaned quite young. It may be this lack that drove me to join the Hidden Ones. They have certainly treated me as a son.
What is Basim also looking for? Why does he want to go through Eivor's memories?
This Raven clan. I owe them my life, and I would give them mine.
I feel the same gratitude, but on a larger scale. You see, anyone can join the Hidden Ones, and therefore everyone is worthy of our love.
I admire your course, Hytham. But I do not have the focus needed to carry forth your creed. My mind is often divided between the present and the distant past. And
You mean
it
with
will take
Odin?
some time to understand why.
It's also divided amongst the future. You're not even aware of
The
it.
time.
What's all this then?
Forgive me, Eivor. We keep our training to a strict schedule.
Nice.
Of course. Carry on.
That's cool.
Good luck with this lot. They
Isn't
are
the guy in the
wild
green one of the painters of the town? Or he's like an artist? That's so cool though, seeing everybody like that. The trader lady. I don't know who the other one is with the tattoos on her face. But I know I've seen her around. What the heck though? What do it be? Oh, also, when I was buying the supplies, I forgot to do it, but I could do it over here. Buy the horsies. I could buy a skin for like a Pegasus. Do Norse have their own version of Pegasus? Because I know that the Valkyries ride Pegasus technically, but are they not called that, or are they? But I just wonder, do I have to do it here? Well, let me see your stock. I want to train. Can I train my mount anymore?
Absolutely.
I think I did this in the very beginning. Did all this stuff. Yeah, available. I don't need any of that. I want to change. Can I not? Stock? What do you have in your stock? Oh, here it is. Oh, I can equip it from here. Hell yes. I've been waiting for this all game. I thought at some point it would automatically get me this, but I guess not. And I can just buy that here. A bunch of other horse things. Nah, my boy. Hell yeah. Wait, let's take a look at her.
My way now.
Get out of here. I'm naming her Charlie because of what what I'm playing on Marvel's Midnight Suns. Charlie, come here, girl. Ho, ho, a big old woof. This is so sick. I love the hell out of this. The next memory fragment. While I'm here, we're at the Old Minster anyway, so I want to see if I can find where to use Alfred's key.
Right place, wrong time.
How do you know it's the right place? Oh, what's going on here? Also, why did they choose for me to wear this? Is this the new Thor's cape that I got that I just didn't put on?
Lord King.
Wait, he's back to Lord?
Ah, Eivor. You are welcome here.
How does it feel to be home?
Is this like right when he gets
As
back?
free of care as you might imagine. It has been many years since I reclaimed my throne, but I have never taken it for granted. Not since my time in the marshes. Since then, I have been busy. Guthrum and I are inching towards common ground.
That's nice. I'm still so surprised that we forgave him after he killed Uba.
Is that why you have summoned me? To find common ground?
Find more common ground?
You are one of the great lords of Mercia. And calling you a friend would be a benefit to all England. What say you to a treaty, Eivor? Naming you lord of all lands northeast of your settlement.
In exchange for what?
But I bring an alliance to the whole land.
Not to me, but to Christ. And
We already
to
talked
the
about this,
order
didn't we?
I have convened in his name.
I honor your offer, Lord. And the trust you place in me. So here's my answer.
Are you giving it
You
back?
gave me this years ago. A beautiful piece. But it sits heavier in my pocket than on my heart.
You refuse, then?
Have no fear. This is not a new chapter in our conflict. I am leaving these lands for distant shores.
What?
You'll have no more trouble from me.
In search of new wars? Fresh lands to conquer?
In search of myself.
Ah. The most difficult destination on Earth.
But really, you're gonna leave all your people? I thought
I wish you well, then,
you were too connected to
God
leave
be with
everybody.
on your journey.
I'm a bit full up with guards at the moment. Yours may have to take another boat.
Nice. Still's got that subtle charm about him that I really like. Huh. Dude, this is getting weirder and weirder, but it seems like we're getting someplace. Bassam's trying to figure out where he went and why and what, like, his connection to Odin is, because it might mean something. Oh, this makes sense. This is the place where we first met King Alfred.
Alfred's study. What secrets has he kept hidden away?
Okay, letter from Goodwin, King Alfred. Oh no, we killed this guy. Your spies in Mercia report on a curious development. A faction of North recently joined the brothers Ivor and Uba in a decisive assault on Tamworth, deposing King Burgred and installing a foolish king's thane called Ceolwulf in his stead. Oh man, poor Ceolwulf. In following these Norse back to their settlement, your men discovered the presence of a hidden one among the pagans who calls himself Hytham. He seems in rather good graces with the two chieftains of this clan, Sigurd Styrbjornsson and Eivor Varinsdottir. I've never seen his last name before. So wait, you guys found out that Hytham was a part of the Order? Uh-oh. And now he's controlling us. I thought he was just a crazy Creed member that was he started touching things he shouldn't. He's trying to do things himself. But if he is a part of the Order, no wonder he wanted me to come in here and read those notes. Oh, I am even more uncomfortable than I was before. Oh, sheesh. Okay, going in order that we're finding them. Alfred's commentaries. I awoke this morning thinking on Alcuin's final letter to Charlemagne, written in fear that the order had corrupted all but his master, then dead a week later. Did Charlemagne know? Had the order corrupted him as well? Did he order the holy man's death? Or did the great emperor not see this letter at all? Long ago I asked my father how this extraordinary document came into his possession. He had no answer for me. I feared the worst then, as I do now. Outwardly, Charlemagne was a pious defender of Christ's word. It seems impossible to believe he was under the sway of this corrupted cult, but the order is expert at hiding its motives. It has stooped to using the Christ's words and the Holy Book as a front for its blasphemous goals before, and the appearance of piety is all too easy to manufacture. Hoist a Bible aloft on the steps of a church and claim divine inspiration. I must be vigilant against such villains. The Order of Ancients argues for a hierarchy that flies in the face of God's purpose. They view men and women as debased and corrupt, born of evil intent, yet they worship men they believe were their makers, akin to a hammer loving the nail. They cannot see outside their own hermetic system. They are not wrong to believe that there must be order in the world for peace to flourish, but they are wrong about the source of this order. Man was made in the image of God. God is the source of the universe's order. Therefore, man need appeal only to God for guidance. In a strange irony, I am grateful for the Danes and in their invasion of Northumbria. My title should have gone to Aela. Being dead, it fell to my brother, and then to me. God's unlikely gift. I will use it to destroy what I loathe so deeply about this sickening order and start afresh. Goodwin is with me. As are men on the continent, I will soon find others. The order often blesses their pagan creators. what they call the father of understanding, the mother of wisdom, the sacred voice. These are vile blasphemies. There is only one father of understanding. He is the Lord above. He is order incarnate. Therefore, may the Father of the understanding be this, and not else the invisible hand that plucks harmony from the strings of the universe. Nothing more. Let all remaining pagan blasphemies wither into dust. Henceforth, I am to improve our lot by harmonizing the average man with the order of the universe, to walk him down a quiet road, to lead him to safe and sober thoughts, to quiet his mind and cool his impassioned heart, be he God-fearing or God-less. This new order will encompass all and seek to improve man by aligning his needs with the ebb and flow of nature itself. This is my hope. This is my vow. Amen. Damn, that was a mouthful, but they didn't really tell me a lot. That was just a bunch of Alfred's thoughts, which is kind of nice, and where he was going and what he wanted to do. And a little here and there, and now we're getting a bunch of resources. And is this the last thing we need to read? The first one was like dun dun dun, and then one was kind of snoozy, but hopefully this one is better, or in betwixt. Lucian's letter to Charlemagne. Holy David, an urgent word from your Flaccus. When last we spoke, I warned you of a rot that I feared was eating at the healthy, still young flesh of our holy church. Today I am more convinced than ever that something drastic must be done. I have lately confirmed that there exists a group of men and women within our church who belong to a parasitic order of heathens, men and women who wish for nothing less than the perversion of our God's word. As lice upon a loyal hound, they scurry about unseen, using our resources for purposes in opposition to our Savior's plan. In the past year, I have gleaned what I could about the beliefs of their vile usurpers, who call themselves the Order of the Ancients. Here are but a few of their disturbing ideas. They believe that mankind was created not by the Lord God, but by lesser and imperfect gods, variously called Isu, Archons, or Nephilim in their various unholy texts. Wait. This is cool because technically in the universe of Assassin's Creed, the Isu are the aliens, but they're real, but I don't know if they created people. Ah, man, maybe it said it in one of the other games. I don't know. I'd have to play all the games back to back and just play the story if I could to really get into it. But I really need to watch a video, just like all the story of Assassin's Creed, because so then the Order is right, which is weird to think about. Oh God, in this way they follow the unholy heresies of the Gnostic sects that flourished in the years before the Nicene Creed. They refuse the message of the Christ and his redemptive act of sacrifice. They disbelieve in sin and salvation, and seek only knowledge and power which they believe will free their spirit in the final days. They believe mankind is a lesser form of life, imperfect in the shadow of these lesser gods, and that it is mankind's sole duty to aspire to the example of these lesser gods. Their obsession with these ancient ones has led them to make a fetish of diabolical artifacts which they believe will give them power and righteous cause over their fellow men. These devil's tools I have not seen for myself, but I have observed their effect on a few. So like the apple and the scepter we have, I mean the scepter is real. I mean this guy doesn't know because this is so far in the past, and in the future we have the scepter and the apple, and even at one point we met the girl that was from Assassin's Creed, not Origins, Odyssey. We met the girl from Odyssey, and she took what looked like the apple, but I thought the apple was already someplace else, so are there multiple apples? Like, what the frick? Most blasphemous of their beliefs is perhaps this. They believe many of these lesser gods still walk the earth or may return one day in resurrected forms. Some they believe are continually reborn. These they call sages. Others seem to appear once only and never again. Wait, so are Eivor and Basim, are they these people? Are they sages? Because if he's remembering his life as he used to be Odin, and Basim said he remembers his life as Loki, dude, my mind's being blown. I can't wait. Like, I kind of want to take a break from Assassin's Creed after this, because, like, we're doing, like, 50 parts, and I was just thinking about it earlier, and I'm like, this is ridiculous, the amount of time I spent on this. But it's just, at this point, it's so interesting, and I almost feel like it's worth all that time. Like, not that it was bad, but, like, it's a fun game and everything, and it really clicks a lot of buttons in my brain, but this is what I really play this game for. Like, originally, it was just for Assassin's Creed, but then they dropped these kind of things on you where it's just, like, really enticing storytelling. It's just, the mystery of it all is so nice. Whether they believe in the Lord Jesus Christ to be such a one, I have yet to determine, but their literature is full of references to such beings. All this I know to be true in light of this gathering darkness. I urge swift and violent action, my lord, for the reach of this order is vast and their power insidious. Be thou a soldier for our Christ. Only a sustained campaign of eradication will end their advance. This is the one thing that's always weird about certain holy texts. It's just like, don't you guys believe in loving thy neighbor? So why are you trying to kill people? Heed my words with care and wisdom, noble Charlemagne, and may the Lord God guard thee, exalt thee, and make thee enter the glory of his blessed and everlasting vision. Your faithful servant, a Lucian of Eorforic, 10th of May, 804, Anon Domino, or Domini. Damn. So yeah, this passage was hella worth it. This one sucked. This one was dun dun dun, like I said. But, oh my goodness, this one got my brain going, and I love it so much. At first, I was just like, what is the point of him having this key and bringing us here? There's just papers to read, which I guess you don't even have to read. You could come in here, just pick up the stuff, and get out. But I'm glad I read that. That is extraordinary. Are there any other secret compartments in this place that maybe potentially I am missing? There's some gold stuff over there, but no. Okay, we're going on to the next. That guy has a key? What's he got a key for? Found the next fragment. The next two, this one and the next one are going to be easy to find because they're right next to a longhouse. Oh? You gonna tear it down? Looks like it was already down.
Sun. Good.
So, the rumors are true. The great
Wait,
conqueror
you
has
constructed
been
it?
conquered himself.
Eivor, how many summers has it been?
Far too many, friend.
Something amuses you.
I hardly recognize you. Is this the Guthrum I left behind, or some other gentler man?
The Guthrum you knew is indeed no more. Athelstan, I am now called. My Christian
You changed your name?
Christian name.
Huh.
A new name for a new life.
At the
I'm
expense
surprised he
of all
changed. It
gain.
seemed like he was really against us.
I have not lost as much as you might think. King Alfred and I have forged a lasting peace, in fact.
How the
He
frick
has
did this
taken
all happen?
mercy
It's just like, hey, everybody's changing.
Anglia is mine.
Somehow King
We are
Alfred
now
got back
discussing
into
the
power,
fate of East Mercia and
even though we went to war to stop him.
the Danes, Eivor, are
This just
here
seems
to stay.
weird. I don't like it.
Christ as their Jarl.
He is a powerful god. Within his sacrifice hides the greatest boons. Forgiveness, hope, love. Would you not consider hearing his message for yourself?
I have no time to meet new gods. I'm leaving England, and I've only come here to say my goodbyes.
Will you return to your father's
That's
land?
crazy. Where are we? Are we just going back to the home country?
To unmapped places,
Oh.
in search of the unknown.
Ah,
Does that
and
mean we're
aren't
gonna
you
find
worthy of
Eivor
hope?
in
You and
the
he
next game?
share a love for knowledge and discovery,
Mirage?
I have noticed.
or Shadows?
Share is not strong enough a word.
Come then. We must drink and tell stories before you go. If they are to be our last, they must be our best.
Okay. Just more of the same, kinda. We didn't really get too much out of that. Okay, I guess there's one more. And Bassam didn't even have anything to say there. He didn't even make really any facial expressions. What the frick? Okay, what's going on here? We had to travel all the way back to Vinland. Where the king... What was his name? King Harold? He's one of the reasons why Sigurd and I wanted to leave. Not that he's a bad dude. We just wanted to do our own thing.
Just a bit.
Oh, who's all here?
Young Harold has made quite a name for himself.
Hey,
in no
Sigurd
time
is here.
away.
12 or 13 years, I think.
Sigurd! Eivor! You are welcome here. Come! I got word that you would visit, but I did not expect you so soon.
Stout men huddled around a map with eyes as hungry as their bellies. Little has changed there.
Yes. I spent half my life worrying over hastily drawn maps. But this is not a land we mean to conquer. It is a land in need of aid.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Our friend Ingolfur sends word that his new settlement is in peril. Cold winters and simmering blood feud. I have agreed to send
I know
supplies
Iceland was
and
named
land
Iceland for a
enough to
reason,
bring
but
peace and
I think
ride
my
out the
understanding
winter.
of it now, isn't it like the
Eivor,
joke that Iceland is green and
maybe your
Greenland
coming
is the
here
one
at
that's
this
full of
time to
ice?
This place is a blessing from Thor himself. Would you and your brother lead this expedition for me? I cannot think of a better pairing to see this through.
Wait, so we're actually working for you now?
This is fated.
Dude, this endgame, as far as like their story is concerned, is so weird. And not weird in a
Does
good way.
your heart fire burn for another expedition?
Well, I know Sigurd wanted to go
Grateful for the
do
offer.
stuff, that's why he stepped down from Jarl.
I have not come here to walk down well-worn roads. I'm here to say farewell, for once and all.
Once and for all, for once and all?
Once and all. Are you leaving England as well?
I am sailing west, accompanied only by myself, to a land found on no map.
How do you know?
For what need?
I will discover that only when I arrive. But that is tomorrow. Today I would like to spend time in the company of those I love, and tell stories from long ago.
Beginning when?
Long, long ago. You understand?
Dang.
Uncle, clear the room and bring mead and roasted minkwal for 3.
Is this us three? Huh. I wonder what this is gonna be all about.
Now, where to begin?
Just a bunch of dudes telling some stories. Wait. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna be walking around as Bassam weirdly, like as a ghost. Fare thee well, King Fairhair. That's what they call King Harold? King Hairfair? Or King Fairhair? He's got me all mixed up with the once and for all thing. Wait, but that was the last one. So what does I to do now? Where is quest to go is taking me? 10 of those. No. Gather medals. Ever continues training. No, that's for the other thing. I already read that earlier. Kind of confused. Find the saints. Wait. Find and sync memory fragment in Raventhorpe. Again? Maybe the last one? And then we can move on from this part of the story? Or this is the end of the story? Dude, there's been so many moments where I'm just like, this is the end of the story. No, this is. Maybe this is?
A final future memory.
Will you not wait for morning?
I must
Why
get
wait?
to London by the week's end. A crew awaits me there.
A crew? I thought you were going by yourself.
Even a goodbye,
Everyone knows how
Yeah, this lady helped us so much.
but not when.
Right now.
Does Randvi know tonight is the night?
Yes. He said our goodbyes.
That
I
sucks.
wish
We were
I
good friends.
understood all this, Eivor.
You remember
I wish
my
I
first
understood it.
visions? Before we came to England. Odin, Sigurd, the wolf, the Nordnir.
Yes, they prophesied so much that came to pass.
They were not prophecies, Valka. They were memories. My own, or not my own, but lent to me by another. One who lives within me. My second Hugger. Do you understand?
I wish I did.
For so long, I considered...
Maybe it wasn't lent to you, though. It was forced upon you.
Surrender to these
That's weird.
precious
You didn't really get a
memories.
choice to
Them utterly.
reincarnate as you are.
But now I see a third way.
So does that mean there's an Eivor that exists in present-day Assassin's Creed?
I want to learn from them. But I do not know where this path will lead me, nor what it might unleash. This is why, for now, I wish to be alone.
I see. Thank you for your trust, Eivor.
Embrace me, friend.
So, embrace me. That's a great way of putting it. Who's gonna be Jarl now? I'm just worried about the town. We've done so much for the town. I feel connected. And now, I don't know. I hope Eivor doesn't feel like he's throwing it away. Okay. Bye, Basim. Oh, no, he's just down there.
Farewell, Eivor Wolfkist. May Odin guide your way.
More than you know, lady.
This time, Balka. This time, I will be guiding him.
Oh, yeah, especially if he's gone already. I'm the vessel. But where am I trying to take Odin if I'm looking at it that way? Wait, there's two of me in the boat?
Basim, is it?
William Miles.
What the
I
frick?
asked to meet you in person.
Face to face, you said. So here
Oh, I remember this. Isn't he the one of the higher ups in the order?
So close, yet so far. A clever trick.
Quite a trick of your own you pulled off. Resurrection,
Yeah.
hibernation. Many years in the making, I suppose.
There were some improvisations along the way.
You've spent so much time in the simulation these past 1,000 years. Why so eager to jump into another?
A
He's just
simple
used to it at this
curiosity.
point.
It has been so long since I saw my friend Eivor. I wish to know how this grand saga concluded.
Now you know. So, what next? Where will Basim go?
As far as I can, William.
I feared as much.
Do not. I cherish the creed that guides us. I always have.
But you're a part of the
you
order,
people
right?
are infants compared to those I left behind. I need to get you up to speed. So, let's get started.
Wait. If we are to work together, there is something I want first.
Name it.
Do we not get to hear what he wants? Oh, it looks like they're talking, but we can't hear it. What the hell? So, that's crazy though. The Order finally has a person in the Creed after so long. And if we're him, that means we're outside the Animus again. What the hell's bells, dude? Didn't everybody else also leave in this storyline to go someplace? And Basim was killing time, so he's just like, I'll go in the Animus. Might as well, while nobody's here. What that? A needle? How do you even know what that does? Or are you just taking your blood to get analyzed?
Material obtained.
Oh, okay, yeah. What are you trying to find in your blood?
Genetic memory extraction has begun. Estimated sequencing time, 29 days, 3 hours, 4 minutes.
Wait, do you want to go back through your own
You're
memories?
in for quite a ride, Mr. Miles.
Huh? What did he just do? Or what does he think he's doing? You conniving bastard.
It's all so strange.
What?
And what of Ragnarok? The twilight of the gods? Are these stories true?
It's so weird that they're using this Eivor instead of the
cataclysm happened,
one I
much
created.
as your legends say. There were earthquakes and storms, wars and famine. My people died out. Yours thrived.
But you say there were no gods as we know them. So what natural force could cause such an upheaval?
How to explain? Does the term solar flare mean anything to you?
Oh, damn. So it's all happening again?
This may take some time to describe.
Not a problem. Time is all we have left, Father.
Damn. They could have flipped the script too. It would have been really cool if they made somehow Odin the father in the whole order thing. Wait, so that's the true ending? I don't know if I like it. It's fine and all. I mean, it's open-ended. Sometimes in a story you need that, so the player or the reader or the observer can take it where they want. But I know there's another game, which means there's more story. So where the frick are they picking up off from here? And is there any more story? This is a different menu that I'm not used to, so I don't even... I guess we just go back in the Animus? But what the frick was he doing with his blood for the Miles guy that he just met? Did he want Basim's blood? Wait a second. That's so weird. He probably wanted his blood so he can go through his memories to find something. But that's not really trustworthy. And why would he give him his blood? Because he's going to be able to go through it all and figure out he's a part of the Order. So this just is... Oh, so janky. What can I do anything with the scepter?
Hold tight, love.
That's one thing this game is missing. We saw this holy weapon. Or this holy thing.
There is nothing we cannot achieve.
We saw the apple at one point. But there was no new crazy item. Unless you consider the whole Yggdrasil Isu tree a new item. Damn, this game. Is this the end? I think this is the end. I wanted to kill all the animals. But, like the legendary animals and maybe some of the legendary encountered, like the Daughters of Odin, I think they're called. But, I feel like this is a good point to just leave off the game. It's a lot of fun. But now I'm eager to just... There's so many games that have come out recently that I really want to get into. And just getting back into Mirage. But I think we're going to give Assassin's Creed a break for a little bit. And I need to figure out a way, because, like I said earlier, and I was thinking earlier, that this I can't believe I'm like 50-something parts into this series. I think they've all been so far. Like, I played Odyssey, Origins on the channel. I played now Valhalla. I think they've all been around 50. And that's, like, okay. But in the grand scheme of things, when I'm putting out a video of a certain type every 3 days, I've been playing this game technically for months. So, I kind of want to find a better way of editing next time. I gotta play with it and figure things out. Usually in the beginning of a series, things are edited weird until I find out the way I'm gonna roll into it. Because every different series I edit a little bit differently on what I keep in and what I take out. But I do like showing the story, and I think that's usually what ends up taking a lot of time, is a lot of the dialogue. So, how am I going to do that? I don't know. That's a job for future me. But this is hella interesting. I can't believe a person from the past is now in the future. And they may or may not be a part of the Order. It's still pretty unclear. Whatever. My brain's shaking, and I'm hungry. My stomach won't shut up, so I do need to get out of here and stop ranting. I do hope you enjoyed. I know I sure did, and if you did, remember these 3 things. You're beautiful. I appreciate you, and have a great one. Bye-bye.